Don't know what's going on with my hair today, but hello everybody. So it must have been about 2 years ago, especially if you're watching this in some time in early to mid 2025, when I made a decluttering series on my channel where I went around my house. It was really just an excuse for me to declutter my house because obviously that was 2023. I moved in a year prior and I kind of just accumulated a lot of stuff really. Obviously I'd been traveling and I'd moved out of my parents' house into my own apartment, and you just do accumulate stuff. And so I did a decluttering series which was about 3 or 4 parts long, where I decluttered my clothes, my wardrobe. There was like boxes of bits and bobs. My bathroom, did I do my bathroom? I might have done my bathroom, not too sure. But I think it was my mum who said to me not long ago, she was like, oh, you should do a cleaning series. I was like, you know what? I haven't done a cleaning series, and I don't know if this will probably, since I'm making an intro, will probably be the first video in the cleaning series trilogy. I've got 3 ideas up to now, and this one is going, as you can see from the title and probably the thumbnail, it's going to be a how to do laundry. Pretty much because I just got a new laundry basket. Can we swivel? That big grey thing over there next to underneath the mirror is a new hamper. It's from the brand Joseph Joseph, and honestly, that hamper is the main reason why I wanted to get my own place one day, so that I could do my own little laundry and my thing, because it's a big laundry basket. Like, it doesn't fit in, it fits in like a week's worth of clothes. Anyway, so I specifically haven't done laundry in about a week because I wanted to make this video and I didn't want to do it with just like 3 tea towels, you know what I mean? I wanted to have like a broad range of like white clothes, you know, dark, black, grey clothes, and coloured clothes, just to see how I do it all. I want to do the whites last because I want to see if I can put them on a spin cycle and add some of that blowing stuff. If you've watched my Amazon unboxing video, that's probably it. Either isn't out yet, or it would have been the video before this one, maybe, not too sure. Probably actually isn't out yet. Anyway, I made an Amazon unboxing video, for those who may have not watched it, or if it isn't out yet. And one of the things I bought from Amazon was, because I bought like a load of stuff while I was on my trip and I wanted to unbox it all as like a springtime haul video sort of thing. One of the things I bought was this, it's called like Mrs. something something bluing dye, and I spoke in that video about how like companies and shops who make white clothing, like white t-shirts or whatever, will bathe their white garments in this stuff before they sell it, so that it looks like a bluey white, like that really crisp white colour. And as you wash it, like, you might think, oh, you're washing it and it's getting dirtier and dankier, but it's not. It's washing slowly that bluing dye out of it that obviously was there before you bought it. But you can actually buy it, and what you do is you don't put it in straight away, you dilute it. Watched a whole video about it from some very calming dude who has a very calming voice. Cannot remember his name. Couldn't remember his name in the other video. Probably should have looked it up, but I didn't. But I'm sure if you Google it, you'll come across him. He's brilliant. But you dilute it and you kind of just put all the whites on a spin cycle with it in, and it's not meant to happen overnight, but over time, every time you wash the whites, you put them on like a second spin cycle with this blowing dye in, and it's meant to make your whites look whiter pretty much. And so I want to try that. So we're going to do the whites last so we can have a chance to experiment on that actually. But yeah, just a disclaimer, this is not it kind of is a tutorial, but this is not a you must do it like this sort of way. This is the way I do laundry. This is the way, other than the blowing stuff which we're going to all investigate together, this is the way I've always done laundry. I have recently got an ironing board. I got it off my mum for Christmas. Yes, I did ask for it. That video would have been out in February. Yeah, mid-February. As you're watching this, that video would have come out then, most probably. I did ask for an ironing board. It's very small. You'll see it in the time lapses in the videos. You'll see it where I can sit on the floor and iron, because I'm not good standing up. It hurts to stand up. Nothing wrong. I'm a sloucher, and and my knees creak. So I like to do things sitting down, cross-legged, like this. This is how I'm actually sat like that right now on my bed. Not looking the best today, not feeling the best today, but we're going to plod through. because I really wanted to make this video because I really wanted to use my new ironing board and bluing dye. So we're going to go into the kitchen. Yeah, the kitchen, because that's where the washing machine is, and I will carry on from there. So I tell a lie actually, everyone. The first place we're going to be is the bathroom, because I purposely left laundry on the floor. Usually I don't leave laundry on the floor, but I did for this video for step 1. So let's put you down. The first thing you're going to want to do, right, step 1 if you will, is you're going to want to collect up any laundry that may be on the floor. You don't, like, I take hoodies and t-shirts off like this. You're going to want to separate them because these two are going in 2 completely different washes. These light greys I put in with whites because I don't really put them in with colours, because a lot of my colours are very bright. You'll see in this video a lot of my colours are very bright colours, and I don't really want like dark blue or green going on to like these. These are the cutest socks in the world. They're like thermal socks, but they've got purple grippies, and I can't stop talking about them. They were also in my Amazon haul, but don't know if that video is going to be out by the time because I pre-record all my videos. This t-shirt says sad, lonely and bad at math, so that's fun. So that's going to go in with obviously the dark grey black clothing. And then this is a grey hoodie. Is it my Perth hoodie? It is my Perth hoodie. So you're going to want to separate them into different piles. These are pyjama bottoms, which are dark grey, so they're going to go in with the dark greys and blacks. And you're going to want to take them. And so my laundry basket has 2 compartments in it. I'll show you what I mean. We'll go back into the bedroom. So here we are, back in the bedroom. Ooh, nearly fell over. And so this laundry basket has 2 compartments in it. Can I move you closer? So the grey is going to go in there with the socks, and they're going to go in there. And the best thing about this laundry basket, right, which I'll show you in a bit, is these things have handles on, and you pull it out and then you take it to the wash machine like that. But they have 2, and because I do 3 different washes, I do the dark greys, blacks, then I do the colours, and then I do the whites. I don't have 3 compartments, so I put the whites and the colourful clothing in there, and then I put all the dark greys and the black clothing straight into the washing machine, so that's just naturally the first wash that I put on. And it's a bit annoying. You can get these with 3 in, but I didn't think it was going to fit, because as you can see I've got a heater here, and I didn't know if it was going to fit because I just don't bother measuring things. I could have got like a 3 wide one, but I think it would have been like a yay bit too big, and I didn't want to cover the plug or the switch, so I just got the 2 one. It's absolutely fine. It does exactly what I need it to do. And so now we will go into the kitchen after that bit of a side trail. The lighting is always a bit temperamental in this room, so I've had to open, what's it like without that? It's a bit dark, but we'll roll with it. So in my wash machine, can't really tell, but I've got all the dark coloured clothing. Like, it has to be like dark grey or black for the first wash. So what we do is we put them in there, obviously, and usually I add Vanish to coloured clothing. I add, so I can show you what's in here. So this is my cleaning cupboard. This was my small. I did do a video on this. Again, don't know if it's out yet. So I did do a video on this, which is, you get these laundry capsules in the post. Like, I've got all this stuff, them, all on like a subscription service. They get delivered like every 4 weeks, every 8 weeks, every 16 weeks, all different times for all different things. And so you can buy these metal pots. They usually come in, I can show you exactly what they come in. This isn't them, this is cleaning capsules. So they come in like that, and they post it through your letterbox. These are capsules. You dissolve like this floor cleaner, for example, in water, and then it creates it to be like eco-friendly, to stop like plastic waste. Great idea. Same with these. You just empty them, the cardboard container, into this metal tin. No plastic waste at all, apart from like, is that plastic? I have no idea. And so I use 2 of these per wash. I get these delivered. I get 28 delivered every 28 days, but I don't do a wash every day usually. Like, this is usually maybe a twice a week ordeal. I usually never run out of them. They usually deliver them before I'm at the bottom of before I've finished my last pack of them. And so we throw in 2 capsules into the drum of the wash machine. So for coloured clothing, as I was saying before I interrupted myself with my side rants, for coloured clothing I add a scoop of Vanish. I got this for Christmas as well. Yes, I did ask for it. I got so I got 2 white ones. My mum got me 2 white ones, but I swapped her a white one for a pink one because the whites are... So I put my whites in with this, and I put my coloured clothing, like my really brights, with this, because as you can see from that picture, it says protects colour, so it makes colours a lot more coloury. But there's no need to put it in there unless something's like really stained and really dirty, which is quite hard to tell with really dark grey or black clothing. I will then add some, but until then, unless that happens, and I add the coloured Vanish coloured for coloured clothing and Vanish white for white clothing. So none of that's needed until the next step. Well, are we on the next step now? Let me put all this away actually, boys and girls. I should probably get some sort of shelving for in here actually, because nothing ever seems to fit. This is probably my most unorganised cupboard in the whole house. Like, even under there's a lot more organised. That's my pans and my mixing bowls. You know what I mean? And so I will probably have to organise that somehow. So step 1 we had, let's put it up here. Editing Alex is going to absolutely love this. Step 1, take any clothes off your floor and put them either directly in the wash machine if you don't use a hamper, if your hamper's full or something like that, or if you've got some sort of weird organisational system like I have, or put them either in the wash machine or in the hamper. Then you either take the hamper, and we will do that that'll be step whatever for me, because there's steps. We're gonna have to take all that out, put it on either in the dryer or on the laundry, what's it called, drying rack thing. If you've got outside drying space, then you have to kind of just use this as more of a guideline and an actual tutorial. Just, you know, use your common sense. If you've not got an indoor drying space and instead you've got a line outside, then you use that. If you've got to use communal dryers, use that. You know, use what you have to your advantage, etc, etc. So step 1 is collect all the clothes, either put it in the hamper or the wash machine. Step 2 is fill the wash machine with preferably one type of clothing, whether it be colours, whites, or dark colours like blacks, dark grey, stuff like that. Add whatever laundry detergent you use. I cannot stand powder. I used powder when I was travelling because it's just what they had. I'm grateful that they provided it for me, but I don't like it. I don't think it works as well. I don't even use non-bio. Like, I use biological. I like to get all the stains out. I like things to smell strong and fresh. Just what works for me, but you use whatever you want, whether you're putting it in the drawer up here, this drawer that doesn't really open unless I open this because this was a stupid design from my builders, my landlord, whatever you want. Yeah, it does open. You've got to kind of wiggle it, but it does open. I just don't really use it that much unless I'm obviously putting Vanish in there. I either scoop the Vanish into there or I put it into there. Either one works. You put it where you put your laundry powder, I think that's where you put it. I just kind of guessed, to be honest. Probably shouldn't do that. This has already broke once because I used to overfill it. Yeah, I was one of them. Again, before I moved out, I'd never used a wash machine before in my life. Apparently that's meant to be the weight that it can hold. Didn't know that, actually. Everyone didn't know that, which is fine. I know now, and obviously the contractors came and they replaced it for me. Very grateful, very appreciative, very demure. I still don't know how to pronounce that word. So anyway, we're just going to turn it on. So there's all different sorts of buttons. I would be a big fat liar if I told you what they all meant. There's eco, there's cotton and a pre-wash, there's white, which is 2 hours and 58 minutes long. I'm sorry, boys and girls, but I don't have 2 hours and 58 minutes or whatever it said, 2 hours and 48 minutes. There's mix, there's delicate, there's rinse, there's a spin, which probably what we'll use at a 10-minute cycle. That's probably what we'll use for the whites when we do the bluing thing. Don't know actually where I put that. It's somewhere in there. So we're going to put this on a rapid wash where you can choose between 14 minutes if you press that button, that button, that button, that button. It will go to 30 minutes or the 44 minutes. I usually put them, unless it's like exceptionally dirty, I'll put it on a 30-minute wash. And so you make sure it's closed, make sure the pods are in there, put it on a 30-minute wash, and you press start. And we just wait 30 minutes really. And then I'll be back for whatever, what step would we be on now? Step 3? Don't know, but I'll be back. So this video was filmed over like 4 days. I'll mention it more later after the voiceovers, but this took a lot longer because, again, I do mention it at the end, but it usually takes me about 2 days to do laundry, doing everything. Really, because I am waiting for things to dry. If things just dried instantaneously, it would take me maybe half a day, but things take a while to dry. As you can see, I've got my heater on there. Can only do as much as time allows. But yeah, so if you see constant outfit changes, the outfit I'm wearing now, like I just sit in like comfy clothes all day at home usually. I don't really wear that sort of stuff out. You see me taking my cute little laundry basket over to the wash machine and just doing multiple loads of laundry because I just thought it'd be boring to film that wasn't a time lapse, and then just putting the clothes onto the laundry hamper thing, what's it called, laundry maid and laundry dryer thing. It's very, very monotonous, like constantly. Like I enjoy this sort of stuff. Like I love doing house chores. I know some people don't, but I do. Where my laundry basket goes, so that little gap above my wash machine, I just find so handy. But yeah, so if you see the outfit changes, that's why. It's filmed over like 4.5 days. I think this all took me. Okay, so in light of not repeating myself over and over again, I decided to do the last little bit that you just saw as like a, not a time lapse, but kind of a, I'm not really sure how I'm going to do it yet, but a voiceover nonetheless, because I was bopping to the Mufasa soundtrack because I went to watch that in the cinema on Friday. The Friday just gone, don't know how long ago that would have been when this is out. But anyway, I have come back because we are now, so we've just done the whites, I think. Yeah, I think. Whites and light greys. And so now, what we want to do, we want to find that thing, right? So this is called Mrs. Stewart's Concentrated Liquid Blowing White and White Clothes Safely. Again, when my Amazon video comes out, if it hasn't been out already, you'll be able to see the unboxing of this. Got this off Amazon. Wasn't expensive, no more than £10 in my money, as like British money. So it should have instructions on the back. I have watched a few videos about it. White blowing, white fabric turns yellow or grey with age on repeated washes. Blue restores the sparkling whiteness, works on washable synthetics as well as natural fibres without harming fibres like bleach can. Directions: shake well before use, always dilute blowing with cold water in a separate container before adding to wash load. Small load, let's have a look how many clothes are in here. So half of it's stuck to the top, so I would say that's about a medium load. If you have a small or large, we'll put in a handful of drops because it says a small load is a few drops and a large load is up to half a teaspoon. So we'll put quarter of a teaspoon. It says dilute blowing in 1 to 2 quarts of cold water. I don't know what a quart is. Add diluted blowing, but the dude I watched said that it should go a sky blue colour, so when you mix it with water it should go a sky blue colour. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to the sink you see me up there? Most probably. We're going to go to the sink with this jug. We're going to fill it. Does this have quarts on it by any chance? It's got fluid ounces. It's got pints. We'll fill it about halfway with cold water. Yeah, like that. We're not going to obviously add all of this in. And so what you're going to want to do, let's move you down here actually, what you're going to want to do is if you've got clothing, so if you've done a white wash, but obviously you're going to want to put like off-whites, like creams and stuff in with the whites anyway. But if you've got things that you don't want bluing and you want to start bluing your clothing, then take the things you don't want bluing out. And so we can do that actually. We can take out the greys and hang them up. So we'll put that, just hang it over the back of the chair for now. The socks are white, the hoodie is white, that sock is grey, the towel is white, the sock is grey, that and that are not white. That can stay in. Yeah, the rest of that can stay in. So we're going to throw all that in, like so. And you're going to want to put it in where you put your laundry detergent. So it's meant to go a sky blue colour. I'm a bit everywhere right now, aren't I? So going up, oh, nearly landed on my clothes. And you kind of want to, oh, that was far too much. We need something to stir it with. Well, we'll add some more water in. We don't have to use it all, do we? No. You can just... Do you think that's sky blue? It looks kind of sky blue, doesn't it? Well, we're going to try that, right? That's what we're going to try. Maybe we should make it a little lighter. Let's just screw... I didn't know that was going to come out that fast, to be honest. As I said before, we're experimenting together. Can that go? Oh, it can. I may add a bit more water to it. So I kind of just emptied half of it out and then filled it back up again. So we'll do that again. We'll kind of just give it that much out of it. Yeah, that looks like a safe colour. We're not going to add it all, but we're going to want to put it in where the detergent goes. So we're just going to pour it in there until it gets to the fill line, like that. So it doesn't take much. Give that a wash, and then we're going to want to put it on. I'm just going to put it right on a 14-minute, very short cycle, which all it's going to do is take the stuff out of there, rinse it through for 14-15 minutes, and then that's that. Hopefully this doesn't destroy my clothing. The dude did say test it on something that you don't care ruining first, but I'm not doing that. I will be back in 15 minutes, I guess. All right, there we go. Buy nice white clothing. So I'm back. It's been about 20 minutes because I was distracted. That's the wrong cupboard. And so we're going to look. Everything looks okay. Hey everyone. So did they use all of that watery stuff? Yes, pretty much. Hello everybody. So I don't know what step we're on now. I will step 5, I'm guessing. So you won't notice a difference right away, but it's not blue, and that's all we care about. This is kind of off-white, really. I don't know. But what we're going to want to do now for step 5, step 6, is obviously take everything out and just throw it on my clean floor. Is that everything? Yeah. So now it's like I like to put in, like, that can go back in. That won't. that can and this can. And I now go around all this stuff. Let's get back up. This stuff and anything that can go in the dryer will go in the dryer, because as we can see I'm very limited on space, and the only things I don't really put in the dryer is anything like socks or jeans or anything with like a graphic on that may shrivel or get too hot or something. But everything else, so that gives space for my Beetlejuice hoodie. So they're pretty much almost dry anyway. The jeans don't. And so I just go round. You know, that'll probably be alright in the dryer actually. We'll throw that in. I put all towels into the dryer. This can go in the dryer. Most t-shirts can go in the dryer. Like these thick ones can. Underwear can. They all can. My thicker t-shirts. Not that one, because that one has got a graphic on it. This one can. That's almost dry. What's that one? That can't, because that's got a graphic on it, as you can see. And it just gives the clothes on here a lot more space to kind of, a lot more space to dry, because when they're all clumped together on this, they don't dry for days, and it's quite annoying. And so we can put them like that. That can. These can, they're just joggers. And these can. So hopefully all this fits. So now what we do is we grab it all, go right back over here, down here. The socks can go up on the thing where the socks go to dry. That sounds like a name of a book. And we'll just throw everything that we can fit in here. Which is mainly hoodies and joggers. We're gonna put everything in here, and then we're gonna put it on a low drying cycle, which lasts for about, on my dryer, it's about 2.5 hours. It'll tell us in a minute. But like, obviously, if you're watching this as like a tutorial, this is where you would substitute this for whatever you do to dry clothes. I know a lot of people don't like using the dryer, but I just like the feeling of freshly dried clothes, you know what I mean? And so you can hang it out on the line, you can put one of those things up over there, you can do whatever. So we're going to go on to low heat, 2 hours 50 minutes it takes, and I will be back in 3 hours, which will be 6, 7, 8, about 7:30 tonight. So they're still drying up there. You can put the socks up here, like so. And every so often this thing spins, every so often I just give this a bit of a spin, just to make sure because my window's open, all sides get the accurate amount of, an adequate and a fair amount of drying. I'll be back. So I'm back, and it's the next day, hence the outfit change. It is the next day. So I put all the stuff in the dryer yesterday, and it came out, and it was still a bit wet because I did, I think, overfill it, but I'm known to do that. So off camera I put everything on there, just about fitted actually, everything did just about fit, and I just left it overnight and all day today. It is currently, according to my watch, 1 minute to 5:30, so 5:30, just hit over to 5:30. So hopefully now everything should be dry, so we can move on to step whatever this is, step 5. So step 1 was collect all the clothes, put them in the hamper. Step 2 was take the hamper, put the first wash on. Whether you want to class the second and third washes as step 2 or 3, I don't know. Take it out, put it on the maiden, which is step 3. So technically we're on step 4, I'm guessing, is now, some people, I'm very thorough with the way that I do laundry. I'm not saying that everyone has to be this way. I'm not saying that this is the right way. I'm saying this is just the way I like to do things. For Christmas, I got a no, not remote control, rechargeable, that's the right word. Rechargeable debobbler. They're called lint removers or something like that, but I call them debobblers because they take the bobbles. This is a great example because these are very old pyjamas. The light isn't very good in here because I am in the living room. I'll go and get my debobbler in a minute and turn the other light on, but hopefully you can see it's just very bobbly. So the next thing I do, and no matter how much you debobble, when they go back in the wash, that's when they get bobbled again. Some fabrics bobble, some fabrics don't. If a fabric is old enough, it will start bobbling, usually, unless it's a non-bobbly fabric at all. But like cheaper fabrics, like polyester, I'm guessing, like cheaper manufactured clothing bobbles faster. I don't know what this is, but it is from Primark, so take that as you will. But from my experience, things like this don't bobble because it's made from organic cotton. Doesn't bobble, at least not to the extent other things do. Pyjamas are quite big for... Anyway, what we're going to do is we're going to fold all of this stuff up, put it in the laundry basket, and we're going to go through and debobble everything. I am going to time-lapse it because I'm not going to sit and do it time-lapse. I'm not going to sit everybody through that because sometimes I just sit there with my headphones on. It can take hours. I've sat there for hours before. Like usually I'll be wearing pyjamas in bed. That's where my debobbler is. It's in my bedside table drawer, like my nightstand drawer right now, because I'm in bed debobbling myself as I've got earpods in, listening to whatever I'm listening to, and it's so satisfying. I like the feel of it anyway, but the best way to do it is flattening it and like on a table or something, and then debobbling it that way. So I'm going to get my debobbler, and the next clip you're going to see is going to be me debobbling for God knows how long. Well, actually it'll be me taking the clothes off the thing and putting them in the laundry basket, and then it will be me debobbling.
Okay, so I filmed like a lot of videos all at once, especially like a lot of long videos, and I decided to do the most stupidest thing and putting them all onto my phone at once. For those who don't know, I edit all my films. Well, I guess so they're long enough, but all my videos on my phone, because I just can't work online like laptop software. Can't do it. Not gonna do it. So I do everything on my phone. Always have for as long as I've had my YouTube channel, and it works perfectly fine for the most part. Here you see me debobbling. It was literally quite late at night when I was doing this. I say quite late at night, but like 9 o'clock at night. But I've had to edit this video in a really stupid way, like bit by bit. So if anything seems a bit out of whack, it probably is. It probably isn't you. It's me. I've probably edited something in the wrong order. I've tried my best to try and get everything in the right order, but I am only one human who films and edits every single one of my videos all by myself, because I find it fun to edit. Like I find it fun, like that's kind of where I like to film, because it's kind of where I get to talk. Like I'm definitely my father's daughter because he loves to talk and I love to talk, and I don't really shut up for the most part, especially if it's like I get to talk about... I'm not really like a chatty gossipy person, but like you get me started on a topic or a subject that I'm like fascinated about, or something that I know a lot about, I will talk about it. And laundry is one of those things, or cleaning is one of these things I could literally just talk about all day, because I just love order, I love cleanliness, I love all that sort of stuff. Kind of makes me happy. It always has made me happy ever since I was a very, very small child. Like when I used to go for sleepovers at my cousin's house, like my cousins would be inside singing karaoke, I'd be outside with a bucket of, by choice, outside with a bucket of soapy water cleaning the pebbles in the garden. Yeah, by choice. Like that's what I wanted to do for fun. I was like 7. So like this is genuinely what I find fun. And people are like, oh, you don't have to do that. Or when like I offer to clean maybe a friend's house, an old friend's house or whatever, like, oh, you don't have to do it. No, like really I want to. It's the same sort of enjoyment I can imagine people getting from maybe gaming or socialising. Yeah, I do get a bit lonely, but you know, like going to the mall with your friends sort of ordeal, like how you see in the movies. Like I can imagine it gives them the same sort of satisfaction I get from cleaning, any sort of cleaning. Laundry is kind of up there in my top 5. But so yeah, that's kind of why I like filming, because I get to talk about whatever I want to talk about, and it's kind of like freedom. And sometimes when I'm like sat in a room with somebody and like they may not want to be listening to me right there, and like in like real life, I'm quite limited with who I can speak to because I don't have very many people around me, especially locally. But online, like, I can make a video about whatever I want, and only the people who really type that in, or only people who subscribe to me or follow my life, can see those videos. Well, anyone can see them, but they don't have to listen to me. Only the people who want to listen to me have to listen to me, you know? And that kind of, it takes away that kind of guilt where I've struggled my whole life with, oh my God, I should stop talking, I'm boring everyone, you know? But like editing kind of gives me that creative freedom to be able to like be silly and create my little lists that you've seen on this video and stuff. And I kind of like editing because it's like, I feel like I'm in control. I don't know why I debobbled for so long, honestly. Like, my clothes weren't that bad, you know what I mean? But I hope that makes sense. I hope I don't feel like I'm just twittering like absolute nonsense, because it makes sense in my head. Because if you don't want to be listening to me right now, you have the option of just turning me off, when you can't really do that in real life unless you are very blunt about it. And most people aren't, because they don't want to upset people. And I don't know. But on here, I just feel like I can talk and be myself. And I started this channel so that somebody I care about very much can watch me. And, well, now anyone who wants to watch me can. And anyone who wants to listen to me can. And there's no, like, obligation. And there's no, like, having to feel like you've got to be polite. Just listen to me, just for the sake of it. If you want to click off, you can click off, you know. And I won't even know anything about it.
Okay, so we are back with an iron this time, actually. Can't really see it very well. I will put us at a different angle in a minute. But we've got ironing water. Again, don't know if the video has already come out, the Amazon haul video, probably not. But this was in my Amazon haul, got it off Amazon. It's Comfort Vaporize, protects your iron from lime scale. So you put this in the iron instead of water, and it A, doesn't create lime scale, and B, smells like laundry detergent. Smells like a very concentrated laundry detergent, because obviously it's not getting washed with your clothes, it's literally just ironing water that's going to steam onto your clothes. And so this was not in the washing sequence that we did. That was just something that needs ironing anyway, and I want to wear it, and so I thought, oh well, I've got the iron out, might as well iron it. And so this is my little ironing board. I got this for Christmas. I didn't open it in the Christmas video, which would have already been out in mid-February. Don't know when this is coming out, but mid-February there'll be a video out where I am unboxing all my Christmas stuff, like hauling all my Christmas stuff. And this was one of them, but we didn't take it out of the box because I was just overwhelmed. Like, I'd just gone home, there was so much stuff, so much I had to do. And so I've since unboxed it with my new iron, actually. It's plugged in but not turned on. And it's meant to fit in there, but it doesn't really fit very well, actually. And it sticks out a bit. So I may need to get a smaller iron at some point, but I love my iron and I love my ironing board. I just haven't tried them yet, but I like looking at them because I love ironing, you know what I mean? And so this unclips, so you can get a hook for these and hook it onto a door, but I just have it on a shelf in my bathroom, like inside my bathroom cupboard. And so this does unclip. I have unclipped it before, but I can't remember. There we go. Bit stiff, but it open. Look at that. And then the arms, legs come down like that, or up. And then you can look at that. And we have to put the camera down so we can see. Look at that. It's so cute, and I can sit on the floor with it, or you can put it onto a table, whichever you prefer, but it's versatile. And that's what I like to see, versatility in my objects. So what we're going to do is we're going to fill the iron up with water. Didn't keep the instruction manual for this. You would think that I would. Okay, so we lift that up. I'm guessing we put the water in the hole. I have owned an iron before, but I didn't break it, but I melted plastic onto it. Don't even ask me how. I accidentally ironed. I iron everything, socks, under everything, pajamas, and I was ironing a reusable sandwich wrap, and I accidentally ironed it on the the waterproof plastic side, which ruined both the sandwich wrap and the iron. Could not get the plastic off it, so bye-bye to them, RIP. I'm guessing we're just going to... That went absolutely everywhere. How much do we put in? Yeah, that'll do. We'll just do that. It's a bit wet now. I don't know if people can see the wetness that has, but I'm guessing it's going to dry. You know what I mean? And then we will just turn it on. But I will time lapse the rest of it because otherwise we'll be here all day. So we've got, move that out the way, Alex. Move that to there. So we're gonna iron from the clothes here. Can we see that? I want them in sort of shot, but yeah, okay. And then that smells very nice. Now my room smells of laundry again. All right then.
I'm back. So yeah, this is me ironing my clothes. I just feel like I'm a commentator. Is that what they're called? Commentators for sport? So I'm just like, and now they're throwing the ball to each other. And then they just pass the ball to each other. I just feel like I'm pointing out the obvious. But I don't know why I started with this t-shirt, because I haven't ironed in months, not properly. And it was the first time ever using this iron button. I must have chosen the most awkward piece of clothing to iron. It's like a shirt, but a very, very thin shirt. Very expensive shirt, mind you. And with buttons and a collar and graphics on the back that the iron couldn't touch. And it was just a very awkward t-shirt to iron. Shirt, I should say. It's not a t-shirt, it's a shirt. Don't know why I started with this one. But yeah, I kind of got bored halfway through. I didn't get bored halfway through, my camera died, and so I kind of just rushed the rest of it. 'Cause at this point, I had been doing laundry for 4 days. Again, wouldn't have really taken that long if I hadn't had to be constantly worrying about my camera dying and stuff like that. And so usually it takes like 2 days, I'm guessing. Something like that. I don't really keep track. Again, it's usually because of the clothes. I can only make them dry so quickly, especially if they can't go in the dryer. If they can go in the dryer, absolutely fantastic. But there's something about iron. Like, I am a bit scared of the iron, but I just love the way how, like, uniform they make everything, an iron makes everything look. I don't know, it might just be me, but I like watching, there's a show I watch I'm watching on YouTube right now. It's quite an old show. It's like an army show where they train like 18-year-old lads, and it's the girls, and there could be girls, I don't really know, to like work on like the navy, and like they've got to follow these really like these are like just random 18-year-old lads from the UK, and the culture shock they have when they've got to like iron all their uniform and have it absolutely perfect. And I'm just like, I love that sense of order. Like, I could never do it, like not to that extreme, because I'm orderly, but I'm a bit stubborn as well. I like to follow my own rules, really. I don't like other people giving me rules. I follow my own, like, little schedule, and I just live in my own little world. But, like, it's just fascinating watching them, like learn how to do all that sort of stuff, because obviously they've probably come straight from home with their parents, sort of thing, most of them. But I don't know, that's a tea towel that has a stain on it, and I've tried soaking it in Vanish. I've tried everything to get that stain out on that tea towel. Does not come out. I like ironing t-shirts because it's just so fun. As you can see, I'm literally not doing it perfectly, but it does for me, really, and no one's going to see my t-shirts because it's winter in England right now, and I've always got a hoodie and a coat on.
So here we are, back in the room where we started, like 4 days ago at this point, with... my camera did die. I did iron all the clothes that did need ironing, but my camera died, and I just thought I might as well put it on charge while I'm carrying on ironing. Anyway, so it's been a couple of hours, and this has just been sitting here, probably getting recreased actually, but I don't really care. I just like to iron. That's really all there is to it. And so now we're going to put all the clothes away, and then we can finally... So what step will this be? I keep losing track. So step 1 is, I'll put it again, let's move the camera, we'll put them here. Step 1 is put all the clothes in the hamper if they aren't already. Step 2 is take the hamper to the wash machine and put it in the wash machine and turn the wash machine on, and then repeat step 2 a number of times if you've got multiple loads to do. Step 3 is dry it, whether on a clothes dryer, on a clothes airer, outside, inside, wherever you dry clothes, you dry them, you get them dry. Step 4 would be ironing, no, debobbling them. Step 5 would be ironing them. Step 6 would be putting it away. So this is like Alex's 6-step process to laundry, really, actually. I'm sure we've missed something there. I'm sure we've missed something, but I'm sure it'll come back to me. But anyway, so the way I do this is I've got all my drawers that are labelled. So if we look, these are the first set of drawers that I got, which has t-shirts, hoodies. That is a different icon. That's a jumpers icon, but they are both hoodies or jumpers. I just throw them in whichever one. I just didn't want to have the same icon twice. And then underneath there is socks, underwear. And then we've got this top one, which has shorts, leggings, jeggings, jeans, because I did have separate ones for leggings and jeans because that was really what I had. Until I got a pair of jeggings and I had some sort of existential crisis because I didn't know what drawer to put them in. Are they more of a legging or more of a jegging? And so they were in like a more shallower thing and they were kind of like split. And so I ended up just putting them into a deeper drawer and just combining all 3 of them together. Then we've got joggers. And then we've got like stuffed animals, like the ones that don't match my aesthetic in my room. And then here, this is my newer set of drawers because I needed a new set of drawers. They're not really as great as these ones, but they'll do, you know what I mean? We've got like smart clothes, all that sort of stuff, pajamas, outerwear like hats, gloves, scarves, all that sort of stuff, and then like blankets and bedding and all that sort of stuff. And so the way I do it is I bring everything into my living room and I just sit here, usually with the TV on because the TV is conveniently there, and I'll split things into piles. So we've got hoodie, things that don't belong in this room just go by the door. So I just throw them over there. So we've got the towel, we've got these things which we will put in the little thing in my bathroom. They're like my washcloths. Then we've got joggers, so joggers goes over there. We've got my shirt, which I ironed, and it's probably all messed up again. Then we've got socks, which I ironed, which are probably messed up again. Then we've got one set of pyjamas, which goes, where are my pyjamas live there. And I kind of put them, you can't really see what I'm doing, but I'm kind of just throwing things in piles on my floor where they should go. So they go with the socks, because everything that goes in one drawer together just goes in one pile. So these belong in the kitchen because they are, I could have left them in that room, but I just throw everything in here. T-shirt goes on that pile. This is another t-shirt that goes on the t-shirt pile. They are pyjamas, so they go on the pyjama pile. That's a tea towel for the kitchen, so that goes in the not in this room pile. That is the pyjama top. That is a t-shirt. That's underwear, so is that, so is that. This is a pair of leggings, which goes next to the joggers, but not in the same drawer as the joggers, so it goes next to them. These are jeggings. Are these the culprits? Probably. So these are jeggings, so they go with the leggings, even though they're not technically, that's a t-shirt. Then that goes with the underwear, then that goes with the t-shirt, and then that goes with the underwear. So now what we do is we move to one drawer at a time, and we just put everything away. We pair the pyjamas. I've moved the pyjamas into this drawer now, so that each one can have like its own space. So now they look like, now it looks like that in the pyjamas. Fantastic. And then we go over here and we just shuffle around the room, and then usually I'm not doing this in the dead silence. And we go into the joggers, throw the joggers in there. Then we go into the jeggings, leggings, jeans, or leggings, jeggings, jeans. Do I stand up to do anything? No, I am still sat cross-legged actually. I can do all this sitting down. I will just bum shuffle my way around the room until I go and put things in other rooms. Then I will stand up. And And then we just turn the camera, we move closer, we bum shuffle over here, move this stuff out of the way temporarily because that will stop the door from opening, and then we just work our way from the bottom. And so we've got underwear, 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 go in there, and then they go in there, and then we just close it. And this, so I've kind of split this into lighter coloured hoodies, which are, so you can see what I mean. These are like lighter coloured hoodies, and these are more darker coloured hoodies. This is like a dark grey, so that one lives in here. The white one I'm wearing, 4 go in each one, 3 or 4 go in each one. The 4th one that goes in here, where there's a space, is the one that I'm wearing. That's kind of how I've just organised them into my in my head, really. And then the t-shirts, bar the folded one, just kind of get thrown into there, like so. Apart from that one, which goes in there, actually. And then that goes in there, and then we just... And then we will put... We'll open the door. And we now sort out this stuff. So, bathroom, kitchen, bathroom, 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 kitchen, kitchen, bathroom. So we'll first go into the bathroom. So here we are back in the bathroom, arguably with the most fantastic lighting in the entire house. And so what we'll do first is we take the towel, we move the existing towel not off the rail, but down one. So I don't know if you could see that we've moved it from the top bit, and we now put this one on the bottom bit. And then, because that will be the one I grab first, and then that one will then go into the wash. And it's kind of like a rotating system, if you get what I mean. And so I just fold it like that, and then it goes like that. And I make sure that they are equal, like that. And it just sits like that. With these things, they live, I have done a video on these before, in my deep cleaning all my clothes video. But this is a like reusable white box, really. And so you take this off like this, and I've got loads of them. You get them, I get them from Etsy. Why I'm taking the rest of them out and not just putting these ones in is because I use these as daily washcloths. That's the reason why I bought them. They came in a pack of 10. I have 7 showers in a week, obviously, and sometimes more. And so I'm not using all 10 of them in one day. I use one of these a day. And at the end of the day, or after the last shower I have, whether it's in the morning or at night, I will throw this into the hamper or throw this into the washing machine. And so I'm only using 7 of them in a week. So if I'm using the first 7 that come out, I'm only going to be using 7 of them, and 3 of them are never going to be getting used. So I always put the ones, not that anybody cares, I always put the ones that I use last at the bottom, so that all of them get a chance to be used. Not really because they feel like they're missing out, no, but like, so they all get like an even amount of use, in terms of, I don't want some getting older before the others. So what we do is, I forgot which way to do this, is it this way? So you put them face down, I think, and then you put the other one face down on top, and then you fold this corner, you make sure it's centered, and then you fold this corner, this side over, and then you do the same thing. So you put the other one on this side, and then you fold the last one over, and then you put the other one on this side, and then you fold the last one over, and then you go to the bottom of the pile, which will be like that. You do that, you fold that one over, and you fold it over like that. So when you put the lid back on it, I have got one over there actually that needs to go into the hamper from this morning. And then so when you pull, you can pull one out. Let me try and do this with one hand. And then the other one's ready ready to come out, and that's how you, I'm gonna have to put this back in now, but that's how you do that, so that one's kind of a bit like how when you pull one tissue out of a tissue box, another tissue kind of comes up in its place. Just the same sort of ordeal, but with these things. You just put that back over the top. Obviously we didn't use it, so we put it back on the top, and then the lid can go back. Oh, now I'm going to go and put everything away in the kitchen, and then I'll be back to do my outro. So there we go. That is how I do laundry. Again, this is not how everybody has to do laundry. This is just how I do laundry because I'm very passionate about laundry and I do it. Why is it so dark in this corner? Like, it's really, like, my lights are on. All my lights are on. But we're gonna sit down here anyway. But I really wanted to make this video. I've been thinking about it for a while. I've got loads of video ideas, but this was just one to tick off the list, and I had great fun doing my laundry. I usually do it on Sundays. A video like that will be coming. Obviously not yet, because I've just done my laundry, but I'm going to do like a Sunday reset video. Don't know if that'll be out first or not, probably not. Oh gosh, I'm out of breath. I've got more laundry to do now, and then we just start the process all over again because it takes me so long to do it. Probably wouldn't have took me so long if I wasn't waiting for dead cameras to charge. Like, it usually takes me 2 days tops, but there were times when I was just happily debobbling or ironing away or whatever, and my camera was just like, bleep bleep, I'm dead. I was like, alright. So like, then I'll just stop doing it because like the whole point is me to film it. Unless it was like before when I was like, you know what, I've got a few things left to do, I'm just going to do it off camera. But yeah, it usually takes me about 2 days, so then I'd get a couple of days not doing laundry and then it just start all over again. It depends on how thick, like I had to wash a lot of hoodies this time, and so things are thick and they don't dry very quickly. In the summer when I'm wearing like shorts and tank tops, very thin t-shirts, it takes less than a day to dry, especially if I throw them in the dryer. So it just really depends, but I enjoy the way I do laundry. I think it's thorough, I think it's fun. That's the be all and end all of it. I find it really fun, and that's really all there is to it. You just do what makes you happy, do what you find fun. I'll be off. I don't really know what I'm going to do now actually. I've done all my laundry, put my laundry basket away and carry on watching a documentary I've been watching this morning. Yes, well, toodaloo. I'll see you in 2 weeks for whatever video's coming next.